talked about that for a long time. Basically, I'm one of those proponents that wants to see a real trial based on 9/11, not one of these international kangaroo courts or one of these, finding committees where we appoint people not to investigate and not to cross lines. That document came out about 2 months ago. But let's give the family subpoena power. Let's put Cheney on the stand. Let's prosecute him. And then the punishment should be that we set up a maximum security prison. I mean, they're setting up a world security prison where everybody is tracked, traced, and database, and our entire lives are taped and basically watched by Big Brother. So why don't we do that to them? We'll set them up with a nice little prison system. We'll have cameras in all the rooms. And then at 3 a.m, when Dick Cheney is crying on the toilet because he's spending the rest of his life in a maximum security prison, we can tune into a cable station broadcasting that. I think that's the ultimate solution. I'm going to come back to John, Sherry, Michael, Chris, and others. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas, 888-201-2244.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you'll love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
What's your home worth? How can you compare local real estate agents? And how do you get MLS listings for the entire country?
If you're thinking of buying a home to take advantage of a tax credit or selling your house, you first need to see an incredible website called HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com will help you find a realtor to buy or sell a home. It's so easy, and best of all, it's free. At HomeGain.com, you can compare realtors anonymously, receive customized proposals, see consumer reviews, then select the best realtor for you. Go to HomeGain.com and get an instant home value estimate, view comparable homes, and check out street views. HomeGain.com has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and contains a wealth of information, like their home improvement tool that helps you determine which home improvements to make to increase your home's value. See the top 12 home improvements right now at HomeGain.com. That's HomeGain.com. Look for Max, the orange HomeGain Gorilla, to help you find a realtor or with any other real estate needs you might have at HomeGain.com, your real estate connection.
We are back. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas. I want to remind everybody, Invisible Empire is on the market. You can get it right now at PrisonPlanet.com or Infowars.com. And somebody just made a bibliography for it. I posted it over on my Facebook, Facebook.com/The The Infowarrior, and it's pretty impressive, but could be added to. But now people asking me for a bibliography, I at least have something to point towards. All right, we're going to go back to John in West Virginia, and we were talking about prison time for Cheney. What else you got for me, John?
Well, I wanted to say that I don't agree with you because if you look at it, it seems the type of crime that was involved, and especially if there's a way to link it to the economic disaster that happened in 08.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like high treason and it's execution, and I think that's
too easy, though. All right, here's my deal, John. It's not necessarily that I'm against the death penalty, but that's a quick out for these guys. I don't want to see a quick out for these guys. I'd like them to see another 15, 20, 30 years of their life in solitary confinement so they know what kind of a system they were willing to put other human beings in. I think you put these guys in a firing squad or a noose or a guillotine, that almost makes them martyrs in a sense. 100 years down the line, if these people are able to change history yet again, and we know they're very good at that, they can say, look at these poor people being prosecuted for trying to bring in a one-world government. They were executed. No, we should be very humane to them, and I think that they should be prosecuted, punished, and punished according to the law, but I wouldn't go with the execution. I honestly think that my solution is much, much harder on them. I really think that is an easy out. It's a snap of the finger, and they're over with their punishment. I think that they should serve hard time in prison, but you're welcome to your very own opinion. I appreciate the call. Let's go to Sherry in Georgia. Sherry, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason, I just wanted to say great job with Invisible Empire.
Oh, thank you.
I haven't had the chance yet to see the full version of Police State 4, but I have been able to see clips. And I just wanted to let you know with what I'm doing in my community is I've started a website, a Facebook group. I have a meeting with my county sheriff to keep things like what's happening in Police State 4 from hitting my county.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, because you're activating locally. A lot of people think, oh, I have to do this big national thing, or where do I get started? But just by having a Facebook group in your local community and having these meetings, you are having an effect. So tell people about that. Tell people about where you're from Georgia, and how you got that group started through Facebook and what you're doing now.
Okay. You read an article from the Barrow Journal? I'm from Barrow County. I have a Facebook page called Citizens of Barrow County for Change. I'm also in the process of building a website, citizensofbarrowcountyforchange.org. It's not up and running yet. I am set up a meeting with my county sheriff and am going to try to work with him to get the police officers and the deputies and him in line with the Oath Keepers. They took an oath for our Constitution, right? Uphold our Constitution. I want to see that enforced.
Well, that's great, and it's good that you're going to the local sheriff. A lot of people don't understand that the sheriff is who you want to talk to, because they are literally in charge of law enforcement for that county. I encourage more people to take after Sherry's example and get involved locally. That's how you can begin to make a difference. Sherry, keep going. I love what you're doing. We're going to go to our next caller. Let's go to Michael in Florida. See, folks, you have to be the change you want to see in the world. That doesn't mean that you have to become a member of We Are Change or be a radio show host or a documentary filmmaker or Cindy Sheehan. You can just get involved on constitutional issues in your local community. And if that's not your cup of tea, there are many other things you can do as well. Michael, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason. I just wanted to ask you about, have you seen the film about after the Polish plane crash?
You're talking about the film where they zoom in on a few separate people, look like they're running around in the background, and then there's kind of like this blurry, maybe a person by what looks to be like the tail section, but I think it's almost undisputable that you are hearing gunshot fire, right?
Yeah, that was my impression, and I also read that the video taker got shot. And then
I've heard that same thing too, that he died like a couple days after he put that video out. I don't know if the second part is true, but I can tell you I have watched the video. It is very suspicious. It does look like there are people running around in the background during the plane crash. Gunshots can be heard, and that would lead more credence that they did kill those people.
Yeah, I read the thing about him being stabbed in kind of a not so credible location, so I was asking if, you know...
No, you know what? That's the thing. I had not seen anything credible as to the stabbing or the murder of the eyewitness there, but since most of that stuff isn't in English and the Western media really isn't covering it, I can't tell you one way or the other. But yes, Michael, I have watched the video. The video does make me a little bit more suspicious of the event, as if it shouldn't be suspicious that the Polish president and the majority of his cabinet were in one plane that suddenly crashed just as he was speaking out against the European Union. However, that video does lead more credence to it, but I don't know if, you know, about the guy getting murdered or any of those kind of conspiracy theories. But if somebody out there that speaks the language, that can understand this stuff and put together something comprehensive in English, we'd be willing to post it over at Infowars.com. Appreciate the call, Michael. Let's go to Chris in Indiana. Chris, you're on the line.
Hey, Brother Jason, thank you.
You got it.
Hey, I live up near Notre Dame University, and it's Obamaville up here. Total Obamaville. And what I've been doing